Selection night stand, Man United have won by 2-1 against CSKA. I'm here, familiar face. James, what do you make of it?
It was dull. I mean, we need to get a job done. We did that. We won 2-1. Should have been 2-0. Their goal was clearly offside. I saw it at half time. It was a joke. I saw it from where I was sat. I'm up in the top tier. It bounced off his back. The ball changed direction. I spotted that the first time it happened, and I can't believe the referee, the linesman, or the supporting referees behind the goal, none of them saw that. So it should have been 2-0, but we did a job. We brought off the players that we need for City to rest them for the City match, which is now obviously the big game of the season. So that's what we're looking forward to. So, we've won the group today. That's important. That really is the key part. But yeah, obviously it's all about City now. Our season depends on one game now.
I mean, onto that City game, it's absolutely huge. Paul Pogba's obviously going to be missing. Another assist for him today, although he did play kind of up and down in my opinion. Without Pogba, how does Mourinho approach the game? Is it as simple as Matic and Herrera in there and they've got to try and work some magic? Because how are we going to create?
We were speaking about it on the way here today, and I think probably some of the key points is we need to get at them. We need to hit them hard with a few tackles. We could do with Fellaini, Herrera and Matic all in the centre of the field, so we can use that physicality so we can tackle them hard. But also I think we need to attack them early on. If we attack them early on, we can scare them. It's something no one else has done. We can get at them and scare them a little bit. The last games that City have had, they've been 2-1, well, 1-1 until the late late on. So there's no reason why we can't do better than that, and we can do better than that. But it's a tall order, and we need to really go for it this weekend. And as long as we give it a go and don't, as everyone says, park the bus. We need to put in a performance like we did against Arsenal. Everything that these players have got, we need to put into this match.
3-5-2, do you reckon? Or with the 5 across the back even, or the 3 at the back with the 2 up top? Do you think we go with that against City, or nah? We need the 3, like you said. We need the 3 in midfield, 4-3-3.
Well, I like 3-5-2 because it's 2 strikers, which means Lukaku gets way more support. It won't be Rashford, although Rashford was decent today. I think it's got to be Martial. He's going to play Lukaku. We need to play the three tough midfielders who are going to try and break down this City defence and try and break down players like De Bruyne and give him no space, because if he's got space, he'll kill you. But if we don't give him that space to work in, then we've got every chance to stop that play. But we need to get at their defence. Their defence is proven to be a little bit weak, especially without John Stones. Why not? Yeah, let's really go from this weekend. Without it, we've got no chance. If we go down to 11 points behind them, we're screwed. So, even if it's a draw, we've still got a chance, but we really need to go for it this weekend.
I want to ask you about Luke Shaw, because he's been out for a while. He got some valuable minutes today, 90 minutes. Looked a bit tired towards the end, which is understandable given how long he's been out. What did you make of him?
He had some of our best moments of the game, but you could also say that he didn't track the attacker for the goal. It was in his space. That wing was completely open for him to deliver a crossing. So I had a horrible feeling that Mourinho might prove a point against Shaw and bring him off at half time, because he seems to like to make a mockery of Luke Shaw. He didn't. Luke Shaw then went on to have an accomplished game. As a left back, I'm not sure. As a left wing back, I think he can do the job that Mourinho wants. He needs to get fitter. He needs to get sharper. He did a good job today, so why not?
Does his future lie here? Do we go and get Danny Rose or another left back, or does Shaw's future lie here?
I don't think so. Not under Mourinho. For me, it definitely would. For a lot of other United fans, would keep him. I think he's going to go for Danny Rose. Danny Rose is unhappy. He wants to move back to the north. It's written for him to come up. Pochettino loves Luke Shaw as well. So, I think there's going to be a swap deal there. But if that does happen, it's going to be probably a 50 million deal for Danny Rose. I think the best we can sell Luke Shaw to them for is 20 million. So we're going to make a loss on that. And we're giving a younger player away for Danny Rose, who's sort of approached his peak years now, whereas Luke Shaw's got the future ahead of him. But I don't think under Mourinho Luke Shaw's got a career.
Man of the match today?
I wouldn't give it to many of them. No, I'm not. No, I wouldn't. I'd probably say that Luke Shaw, despite being at fault for the goal, but then the goal was offside, so it has to be Luke Shaw. Yeah, I think he was probably the player we all looked at for most of the game, because we wanted to see him do well. I thought Daley Blind actually did a good job today as well. I was quite happy with the way he played.
Yeah. Well, James, thanks for talking to us, and hopefully we go and get 3 points against City. Cheers. Thanks very much. See you then.
All the best.
Take care. Selection night stand, we've won by 2-1 today. In a bit of a weird performance. Everyone was calling for 3s, 4s and 5s, very comfortable win. I thought it would be a very comfortable win, but it wasn't really that today. It was a bit of a come down from the Arsenal game. we started okay. We had good, decent chances. We should have been 1 or 2 up, if you ask me. And then we took our foot off the gas and went 1-0 down. Questionable goal. Yes, it looked like it was offside. But we went to sleep a little bit there, and there was frustrations in the crowd. A lot of sideways passing, a lot of backwards passing. CSK made it difficult for us to break those lines. And we went into a few boos ringing around Old Trafford. Which isn't usual, especially this season. We come out second half, and I think that it was evident we were going to score. CSK were just camped in their half. Luke Shaw, I was very impressed with him from the off, to be honest. I mean, he's been out such a long while, and even fans all today in the fan cams and just around the place, they're talking about how well he done today. He's been out for such a long time. He was at the heart of a lot of things we done well today. He was trying to get on the ball. He was trying to drive at his opposite number. He was trying to bounce passes off and get involved and trying to cross the ball and make something happen. And I think for such a long time out, there was a lot of pressure on him today. Mourinho would have been watching him closely, and I think it's a really good thing that he's completed 90 minutes today. Midfield, Pogba, he didn't have an amazing game, if you ask me. I think he was a bit latsy-daisy. He lost the ball quite a few times, tried a little bit too much. But Paul Pogba in the same breath, this is what he's capable of. He went and got his assist. Great ball for Lukaku. But he didn't have his best game. I'm not sure whether he was a bit disappointed that he knows he's not playing for the next 3 games. Maybe a little bit down. He wasn't himself. So for me, Pogba could have been better today. I was impressed with Lukaku, if I'm honest. I thought he worked his socks off. There was a lot of times when you're watching it on TV, sometimes you don't see it. But I did watch Lukaku quite a lot today when he was off the ball and he was making runs. He was trying to get on the ball, and the ball wouldn't come. In midfield, I think the fact that we was struggling to knock passes together, especially forward passes, the ball didn't actually get to him as much as it should have today. But I was quite impressed with Lukaku, and he done well to get his goal. That goal was doing well going into the derby. I was again impressed with Lindelof today. I thought Lindelof played really well. He seems to really be getting his feet under the carpet and being confident. It's on to the big one now. I mean, Sunday. We're without Pogba. We know that. Where's that creativity going to come from? That does worry me. We've seen how poor we've been without Pogba. He's been that link between our attack and midfield, and he's a big miss, but we've got to find a way. I think we make it an old school, tough derby. We forget about missing Pogba, and the place will be rocking. We get at City, we start lively, we go in hard on our challenges, we win our 50-50s, we win our second balls, and we turn it into that sort of derby. I think we battle and scrap for it, because make no mistakes, City's... their weaknesses are there to be seen. I think, a fan said it earlier, they've had 3 2-1s in a row and 3 late goals. Against better sides who go 1 up against them or get themselves back into the game, i.e. us, we hold on to those games or we see them out. So I'm not worried that City are going to come here and blitz us, because I don't think they will, if I'm honest. I think we'll get the win. I think Jose will find a way to set the players up. He'll find a way to battle Pep. He'll find a way to nullify some of their main players, especially De Bruyne. We saw it last year when Hazard came here. He was a player in form, and we stuck Herrera on him, and he done a number on him. I think it's going to have to be similar with De Bruyne. He's going to have a plan for him, because if we don't get hold of him early, he can be detrimental. He can be a handful, and we know that. We know what City have going forward, but we're also aware of their weaknesses. They have got weaknesses, and it's important to remember that. And like I said, this place will be absolutely rocking on Sunday, and I don't see any reason why we can't beat them. Get that gap down to 5 points, and then we're really in business. If we don't, if worst case scenario we lose, which again I'm not predicting, but if we do, the title's gone. It all lies on that game. A draw, it keeps it at 8 points. It's not ideal, but it keeps us in the hunt. But we really need that win, and I really think we're going to get it, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, guys, feel free to drop your comments in the boxes below and roll on that City game. We've got to do it, guys. Thanks for watching.